Hello, hello. Hi, Elchin.
Hi, hello. Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you. And let's start our live. I will give a short introduction what we do here, who we are, and why we have gathered. This is RIGA COMM podcast. We meet here with exciting guests who are professionals in their field, and they happen to be also panelists of RIGA COMM Business Technology Fair and Conferences, which take place in Riga, October 3 and 4. And my name is Ieva Drazniece. I'm LinkedIn strategy partner for businesses and professionals. And today I'm hosting a conversation together with Elchin from Datorium. Elchin, I would love to give you a word to introduce yourself shortly.
Thank you. Ieva, so I'm Elchin, as Ieva told already, and Datorium is an educational technology organization. So we have been building this organization for 6, 7 years, and we have a lot of interesting things to share today with you. I'm the founder of this organization, and I'm really glad that this year we are partnering with RIGA.com and making the first EdTech stage or conference within this event. And as you know, RIGA.com is a tech event, and we are about technology and education.
That's good that you say because those who are interested and those who are coming to RIGACOM, they for sure can meet you in a tech stage as well as both days, I believe so, and they can grab you at hand and talk over all details. They are curious, but you have the panel, which is I think a very valuable thing. So I invite everybody to check the program and meet you at the EdTech stage at October 4. And speaking of EdTech, I'm curious, how did you get to this, transformation of education? How this education technology, you know, grow in your life, and where has it, how it has led to the tutorial? Maybe some story behind.
Of course, all the things start with a story, right? And my story is that I come from mostly corporate sector with a financial background. But parallelly, I was also participating in teaching at universities, then later at schools also. That was like kind of a passion, right? And one day I realized that I want something new, right? And the tech was it wasn't like that hot topic, but it was very promising and very important topic. So what I noticed that like a lot of people, young people from school, they really lack that tech skills. So this is how Datorium was like born. And we started as a school, kind of after school activity school, or if you wish, a coding school, tech school. And we did a lot of things. And then we realized that this is not a small problem. This is a problem on the government, region, whatever level, right? And then we were approached by also schools, by educators, and we understood that there is a harsh lack of teachers in tech, in coding, and this is highly demanded as part of STEM. This is right now is highly demanded, right? And this is how we transformed into a more scalable model. And we cannot scale without technology. So we are teaching technology, we are in education. What we did, we combined technology with the education, and we created an integration of platforms plus our own, let us say, system, which allowed us to scale the best teachers, the best educators, the best programs to the whole country. And this was not attainable without tech. And this is where our EdTech story, of course, started. But this is not the uh, mid of the story or the end of the story. And as we
Yeah.
will continue, I will tell you about other steps.
Yeah. Would you love to continue describing this project, or would you like to tell us the next steps? How you understood that one thing is scaling teachers, but all for the parents and for the schools and for the sake of getting a good education on topics which uh, which are needed, but also how did you came to idea that teachers can scale their knowledge? Maybe you can share more of the as well on the insights of the new New product, new technology you develop.
Okay, I'll do a gradual transition, right? So, first of all, what we have done and what is unique about this, because for the last half a year or a year, I've been on stages in Finland, Educa, in London, Betivent, in Netherlands, in Brussels. So soon I'm going to also Berlin with a talk on the stage in the it will be a president's delegation, and then again to the Brussels. So what is interesting about this that people from other countries. So recently, I've been also in Estonia, which is considered to be tech developed. What is unique about this? So the uniqueness comes from the fact that so we have traditional the system grades, right? So what we do, we understand that this is not that much engaging students. So this is not why we should study or young people should study to pass rank
True.
or to pass a grade, right?
But actually, Elchin, I will interrupt you in this. Yesterday, I had a conversation with my 11 years old daughter, and she was playing the games
Okay.
on the phone, and she was showing me those games. And I see what should you have in school, in your tasks at school, what will make you gamified and really excited to fill those tasks, because you are super gamified in your play, but you are not gamified to read the book. And she said, yeah, gamification element could help. This is exactly what you speak about.
Super. Yeah, that's very good example because, well, games they engage because you have short-term goals there, and you have to like pass them or fulfill them to attain more of that game, right? So I think an education should be similar, but I'm not talking about this games for learning things. We have a different system.
Yeah.
So our system is built on technology where we have our own coin system, which are essentially points. And through the education process, our bot tracks what students and how they do, right?
Yeah.
So, how they work in teams, how they help each other in communication. So, how they participate in the lessons. Are they active or passive? If active, then in which way, right? And with the existence of generative AI tools, which can analyze things, it becomes even more interesting. And this is what we have created. And I think that the future of assessment, real time learning engagement and assessment, is to be something like this. That's why we are very interested in scaling this to other countries. We are in talks in different countries, including
Yes.
UK, and
Mhm.
that is really interesting.
It makes sense
It
because
makes sense.
you
Yeah.
cannot study just because you have to study. You want to study. You want to study when you like to study. So there should be some elements which show what you like and what you don't like and how to improve the process, right?
Well, yes, yes. I think both elements can present there depending on the situation, because if you don't study at all, then you can lose your competitiveness and so on. I mean, in certain sense, right?
True.
So that makes sense, of course. So so what we now learned, we learned to interact with students a lot, and of course we brought also the best teachers into this process. And now in Latvia we have been educating like 5,000 students every week from around 100 schools, right?
Wow, that's huge.
That's huge. But then we realized that we should also support teachers, right? Because because the technologies are developing too fast. I mean, not too fast, but quite fast, right? And even if we talk about like STEM subjects, they are developing quite also fast, right? And we have to support teachers. Now, considering the recent AI, let us say, accelerated growth, because AI was always there, but last years we had some like jump in that growth. So we, of course, we realized it, and we started using generative AI for our own purpose to support our staff, our teachers, in
Mhm.
generating study materials, right, and helping them to do it faster and in a more pleasant way. not spending like hours to generate, I don't know,
because
tests or
the teacher base is the experts in the field, but they still have their own other jobs, so they can provide
absolutely.
a Datorium platform. It should be very easy for them to prepare the quality materials, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, because we have to have also materials like tests, open-end questions, project works, and I don't know the definitions, terms, and all these kind of things. And waiting for school, especially if we're talking about local ecosystems, like for example, let's take Latvia, right? So
Mhm.
education is in Latvian, and we have to deliver a lot of materials like books and educational materials, right? And it is natural that there is a big lack of that, not only in Latvia, in many countries, right? Because again, tech STEM is developing fast, and publishers are not there to every year renew the books or generate new problems, questions, or whatever, right? So, what we did, we started using generative AI to solve our problem actually. And then we understood that, hey, this is something we can offer to the whole world, right? And this is where the Datorium AI platform was born. By the way, it is now online. And what we did, we realized that there are actually excellent curriculums in the world. Like,
Yeah.
actually, Latvian is very good, also very good because it's written very detailed way. Yeah, you can do some minor adjustments there, but we made it available so that you can now generate according to Finnish curriculum, which is
Yeah.
considered one of the best, then Singaporean curriculum, which is considered one of the best. Now, if you go into platform, you can see that you can just by clicking, you can generate up-to-date study materials, which are quality from those curriculum, which is, I think, great, which is real help to teachers. Now in Latvia, we have a very fast growing like user base. I think from 600 school, 500 school already like tried, used, and around 3-4 thousand teachers are using that on weekly basis, approximately.
But what I love what you said, it's about the localization of the content, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because let us say we have a teacher in let's take again Latvia, right? Because we are, let's say, born in Latvia as a team, and we know Latvia very good. So, okay, I will talk because you can hear me. So, if we talk about Latvia, then teachers who use a lot of resources in internet, they have to translate them, right? As simple as it is. A lot of resources are in English, which is great, but they are not that relevant to the local ecosystem, educational. Plus, you have to really translate them somehow. Well, you can use Google Translate, which most people do, which is like okay to understand what is going on there, but it is not an educational grade translation. So, what we did instead, we started to employ different LLMs, like large language models. In simple terms, they are like we have Llama, we have ChatGPT, we have Claude, and other ones. So we started playing around with different of them. Yes, ChatGPT, which is OpenAI's, is a leading one actually. And we understood that if we use properly LLMs in a proper way and to tune them, then we can get very good results in local language, right? And that is what our platform right now offers. And by the way, from October, you will see additional languages, local languages there. Um, and this language count will grow every month.
What I love what you told me in the conversation we had shortly before the live is that actually this platform is thought very well thought for teachers to build community, like teachers for teachers. You mentioned about this ambassadorship program as well. Maybe you can share a little bit on that.
Yeah, we started that in Latvia. That means what is an ambassadorship? It is when teachers who really use and love it, they can share their thoughts, right? Because the most problem we have now with technology and teachers is, let's be honest, most teachers are not technologically prepared to use a lot of technical tools.
That's
So
true.
there is a barrier. Yeah, there is a barrier to start using that. So first we have considered that because we have been training over 1,500 teachers in AI and AI tools over the last 6 months or 1 year. And we realized that they are not comfortable using all the tools. There are so many tools. Youngsters are no problem. They make accounts, they close accounts, they forget passwords, they renew them, they use this tool, that tool fast. They are
That's
the
valid
interface.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The interface is natural place for them,
Yeah, it's
right?
different generations completely.
Yes, absolutely. Teachers, they are from different, usually mostly age group and different experience. That's why we created very friendly environment for them first. And second, we need those ambassadors who really show that this process of interaction with technology through platform which we have created is
Yes.
really easy because we are teachers. We know your pain as a teachers
Mhm.
and we solved it. So the pain is being solved by technology. You just take it and use it and do whatever you have to do the best, which is teaching, individual approach, and so on, right?
I think it's the best thing when the your passion leads to the expertise, and then the expertise leads to problem solving within the field where you feel passion to operate. It's like you operate in the same ecosystem and you create
Yep,
the solution for yourself to be more productive and help others. You know, that's
absolutely.
awesome.
I think the best products, products come in different ways, but one of the ways the best products come in this way, and I'm sure that
Mm.
um, teachers really like it, and I'm sure that teachers from many other countries will like it.
Yes. What would you like to give, like, the invitation or some, food for thought when we are approaching the end of this live session?
Yeah, first of all, I'll be happy to moderate part and be also on the stage in RIGA COMM EdTech track. That will be on October 4. And because this first time we will just do on October 4 on the tech
Mhm.
stage. So
Yeah.
starting from around 10 and ending at around 12, there will be
Mhm.
mostly active these sessions. So everyone is welcome to participate, to listen. A lot of interesting stories because we will have guests from Finland, from Lithuania, Estonia, and and like international organizations. There will be an ASUS, there will be Microsoft on this stage. So that will be very interesting discussions and presentations. So don't miss a chance, and you can really participate.
Great. And this is just after 1 week. But
Yeah.
meantime, how would you invite, parents, schools, teachers to approach Datorium and you? What would be the best way to connect?
Oh, the best way is we have all the contacts in our website, Datorium EU, or we have Datorium AI,
Hmm.
directly Datorium AI website. We have all the
Hmm.
contacts there. And plus, of course, LinkedIn. I mean, professionals can always find us in LinkedIn. And this is, um, I think, very popular communication channel among professionals. And I have my LinkedIn profile. Maybe, yeah, well, you can share that later. But usually you can just type in and find it very fast.
Yes, and the good part is that we also stream this conversation to YouTube and Facebook, so it's
Oh,
good opportunity for Datorium to share with your audiences and you, Elchin, so more people know and learn about this conversation from you directly.
yeah, that's
Great,
great. We have also YouTube channel, like especially the parents and youngsters can really find it in YouTube and enjoy the content.
great. So I'm really thankful for you to joining me for the day and giving this, maybe quick but still deep insight in what Datorium does and how it evolves and involves like the same. And see you soon in RIGA COMM. And thank you everybody who had a chance to join us live. And also we'll see this conversation in recording. And see you soon in the next live series, which will, those will take place in September 30. So see you next week.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.